Alright guys, we're back. Hello. Just waiting on the vetoes and the maps to finish up so we can cast the finals. Big thank you to Winter for the host as well as the resub for 27 damn months. So thank you, Winter, and hello to all of Winter's viewers. We'll be getting to this final shortly. It'll be the last match today. One last best of 3 to wrap up the qualifier for the Canadian slot here. Man, my green screen's all sorts of fuzzy, but I don't want to get up and turn lights on. How are you holding up over there?
Okay.
It's quite sleepy times and hungry times for me personally, but
Hungry times.
all right. Frozen Temple into Frost
Oh.
into Apotheosis. So we have the maps. We'll get this hosted. We'll get this final game underway.
I love that there's so many different ways that people are shortening apotheosis, by the way. Apoth. HuK went poth. Someone else says
I mean,
theosis.
It's pretty clear what it is either way.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're stupid. I'm saying that it's funny that there's so many different ways to do it.
Yeah. Just to clarify something being asked in chat, Matt Mazzola says, wait, so HuK can play Scarlet twice? No, Scarlet's already won. She doesn't have to play any more games today. The winner of this will also qualify alongside her for the second spot, so there are no more matches after this one. This is the very last best of 3 today. There are no more games to play after this from anybody. So Scarlet's already qualified through. You'll see her at DreamHack Montreal, aka WCS Summer, and we'll find out which of these two between HuK and Semper will be joining them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know, people have been kind of laughing it off, but there's a channel on Twitch that is clearly suspicious with its viewership, we'll say, currently streaming, but they're also impersonating our streams, so I went and reported it, which I'm not...
Really?
I don't, people can
Just
do their own
us.
thing. People can go do their own thing. If you want to view bot your channel or do whatever it is, I mean, that's none of my business. But the second you get up in our business, that's when I have trouble. So, just to be clear, because I saw some people asking during the break, this is not a person who's actually casting anything. They're just playing games on their stream. They're not actually covering any of the matches here. But anyways, we got HuK joining us in the lobby, just waiting on Semper to come as well.
Yeah. Where is Semper? Come back, buddy. I miss you. Sorry. Ha.
In the meanwhile, I guess we did see some pretty good games today, from the Olima League this morning to the games tonight. Canada hype. Yeah, it was not. I was actually other people asked me about Mas. I think Mas was already invited or something, right?
He is, yes.
Yeah.
He was, I mean, like a tweet or something. He was kind of surprised. He's like, oh yeah, yeah. I'm good.
I wish. I don't know if they are. Do you know if Nurchio gets auto invited for any reason?
They actually did send out the list of invites already.
Okay. Because I was gonna say I would hope, like, I want to see this thing where like the winning DreamHack means something, like a lot. Like that's Nurchio for the rest of the year gets invited to every DreamHack type thing. You know what I mean? Like we talk so often about how winning a game, winning a tournament doesn't actually feel like it means much because you could win, you'll lose the next thing you play in next week. You know, like not a big deal. If winning WCS events got you like auto invited to the rest of the WCS events for the year, so you didn't have to play qualifiers or something, that adds some real gravity to actually winning the tournaments, which is kind of cool.
He is invited. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. I just remember that it was Hearthstone and Masa. But there's a lot of people that are already coming. You know, Neeb already going.
Nice.
Hydra.
Nice. God, how many times are we gonna see Neeb versus Hydra, right?
Yeah, it's insane. They're always being in the round of 8.
Yeah, well, IEM seeded them against each other too. Luckily, with the way we got Ting, there was no way that they could meet in the round of 8, but they will meet in the semifinals if they both win, which would be kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What's a better city, Montreal or Toronto? I've never been to Montreal, so my answer is Toronto. I love Toronto. I wish I lived in Toronto.
Toronto was okay. The drivers are bad. I would not want to drive in that city.
Drivers were interesting.
I did actually drive in that city, but I still didn't even think it was that bad from just watching as a pedestrian. I thought it was not so good. Okay, we're ready.
Yay! All right, well, let's get this party started, guys. It's Frozen Temple for the first map. Whoop.
Whoop.
Oh, hey.
The
Cool. Looks
transition
like
sound.
that other channel got shut down already. Feels good, man.
I was looking for it actually.
All right. So we are getting into the game. I do want to just quickly comment on something, though, before we get into this. I know there's like a lot of Winter Viewbot memeing going on in chat.
Okay.
I really don't care for whatever history Winter does or doesn't have. He's a really nice guy. We've met him a couple times at events, and I've actually met more Winter fans at events than anyone else's fans, which is not something I think I would make up for no reason. So, I don't know, guys. Do with it what you will. I would just appreciate it if we didn't start seeing mean comments in chat. Keep it nice, keep it cool, and let's enjoy this final best of 3. And, of course, big thank you to Winter and all of his fans for joining us here on the final match. Again, the winner of this will be the second player to qualify for DreamHack Montreal. Spawning the top left side, we've got the purple Terran coming for the rematch and looking for a bit of revenge. It's Root Gaming's Semper.
In the bottom right, as the orange Protoss, he is HuK.
Alright, HuK is definitely the favorite to win this, purely based on the fact that he already won versus Semper not less than 2 hours ago. Not more than 2 hours ago, excuse me. Brain.
So like 17 hours ago.
Brain working real good right now. Where? Alright, but the thing was that HuK kind of had to resort to some dirtier tactics, we'll say. Not looking so good in that one macro game that we saw earlier versus Terran, but we'll see how his games here play out. I mean, honest to God, whether he's pylon rushing with a Mothership Core, Adept Proxy Elevating, Dark Templar, whatever you gotta do to win. For Semper, same sort of tactics apply. This is that map where you can apply that really sort of, frankly, bullshit push at a Terran.
Yeah, we saw
Jason try
it, and then unfortunately a little bit of miss micro, this way and that. So didn't get the win on probably one of the better builds to go up against with it. So Semper, good focus fire, good decision making. I feel like could get a good lead off of a push like that, but I don't know if it's the type of guy to do that push. So
by the way, you may need to go adjust your mic again.
You might need to. Okay.
I might need to do what? Sit here and wait for you to adjust your microphone? That would be correct. All right,
Here,
so the Reaper actually manages to dodge past the Adept, so HuK does actually cancel this. I guess he was looking for it specifically, so goodbye, Reaper.
Yeah,
See
get
you
out of
later.
here. Leave. You're done. All right. Anyway, so I already brought this up when we were kind of talking about the potential of this matchup earlier, but I really think that Semper lost the best of 3, but the games that he played versus HuK were all games you're just kind of like looking at it like, yeah, okay, I could definitely have won this game. This was not a case of him, defending on every single front and then just slice and dice, I'm dead. So I hope he feels pretty good about this game. HuK has been waiting. I actually don't know if he was playing or not. I wasn't watching to see if he was, in game or not.
I would hope at least he was scouting to see what his opponent was going to be. I mean, he knew as soon as that matchup lined up, he knew it was going to be 2 players he already beat. So I don't think he's super stressing over it. But at the same time, you're right. Like, I hope he wasn't taking it too casually, tabbed out playing Overwatch or something.
He was definitely in StarCraft the entire time, so that wasn't. Unless he had like an alt account up too.
You can open 2 things at once,
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. I remember.
We did that during one of the DreamHack casts. Remember?
Yeah. I can't. I still because does it show you on both? Is it like
I don't know.
Friends list both over. Yeah. Okay. Science later. But anyway. So that's the possibility, I suppose. This Reaper being extra super annoying. Actually, gets a probe kill, gets a grenade, gets
almost
through.
Gets this round.
Oh my god. No,
So,
Mothership.
2 probe kills is pretty nice. Getting scouting information for as long as he did as well, but unfortunately for Semper, not exactly crazy devastating damage. And now the question for HuK is, is he going to be proxying? And it looks like the answer is.
Alright. Is he actually putting Gateway down with this? Because he is going for Blink, but he's also going for a Robo and even a Forge. I don't think it will be a Gateway down with this. This is just very slow warp-ins for what is not a very dedicated Blink Stalker kind of contain aggression.
Funny comment, by the way. Someone asking, is there any reason not to live in Canada? I only hear good things. Well, if you like having decent internet or somewhat even third world connections, then yeah, there's a good reason not to live in Canada.
Well, some parts of Canada, right?
Majority of Canada.
Oh, I thought Toronto would be fine.
Toronto is 1 out of
Okay.
13 something provinces.
I don't know your country. Anyways, it ended up being a gateway. I found it actually very surprising considering that he does have all the tools to play like a macro game. And this is like a 4th gateway, not a 5th gateway, you know, which it's usually 3, 5, or 7. And like varying, you know, if you're gonna macro or you're gonna really super all in, right? So to see 4 is a little funky, but alright. It'll provide him with those faster warp-ins. Oh, that was unfortunate for the observer. Wasn't expecting a missile turret. That already cuts this Blink Stalker aggression a little bit. In fact, Semper really should not worry about this. I think this Marine... Did it see the probe coming over here? I didn't see the Nexus put down.
I just want to point out, by the way, HuK has done this before, though, where he doesn't actually... This isn't like a blink all-in. He's not super dedicating to it. Oh,
yeah.
Nice snipe on the Observer. That's huge, actually. But I was going to just comment, like, he's really good at harassing and distracting while he tries to get ahead back at home, and that's where that 3rd base comes in. Now the Marine definitely sees it, so no questioning that.
Good. Okay, that's great then. Semper, I really think, should realize that he could push out into this. There is a fear. We've seen it, of course. You know, the most famous example of this would be Parting versus Flash, actually. You stim and push into Blink Stalkers, then you're going to win, and then you actually overstim. But because he saw the 3rd base, you should know that the dedication really isn't there for him to be afraid of Blink Stalkers. In fact, Semper does push outs and forces HuK to retreat. And HuK really is depending on these Blink Stalkers to scare Terran more than they are. Semper, I think if he had a Marine scouting again on that 3rd base or on top of the ramp, he continues this aggression or picks up and drops over to the side of the 3rd. Because he certainly has an army to take on HuK's. But he's like positioning. He's not the fastest push ever.
You know, I kind of forgot because it's been a while, but HuK was also really good at getting ahead in upgrades and doing that once again.
Yeah, +2 starts a little before. See, Semper's on par with his upgrades, actually. You could start +1 anytime.
Positioning for overcharge is actually not so great for defense here, and I guess the Immortals and Sentry should be able to really make sure the Marauders don't get out of hand, but there's Blink Stalkers in the front. He's going to have to run away from this. Meanwhile, the Warp Prism is poised and ready to go to the main, but a Widowmine combined with the turret! Oh, shuts it down! Boom. Nice defense out of Semper!
And the Nexus.
Yo, that was actually...
the Nexus?
That was so important that HuK actually got that drop-off, and getting that denied is incredibly painful for him, because now he's actually not going to have any distraction. Semper gets to focus on this drop, where otherwise he would have had to look at home.
Well, yeah, HuK was looking in so many different places. The Blink Stalkers had to be blinked back. The Warp Prism tried to go in. And then the 3rd base, unfortunately, was sniped. I mean, this is going to get away? This is great by Semper.
Yeah, and the Stalkers aren't catching the medevacs. What was really sick with that drop deny, too, was the way he did it. I mean, if it was just a turret or just a Widowmine, it wouldn't have stopped it, but the two combined perfectly.
Yeah, it was actually really great. That whole 5-second period right there, that goes
he scans,
different.
it kills 4
One less
observers.
thing happens, and HuK is maybe okay. All happening at once, HuK is probably going to lose. He is going to lose. It's official.
He just lost all his observers, too. He's supply blocked, so he can't even build that new one. Gets a little bit awkward. And, well, observers aren't a huge necessity. He still needs to see those Widowmines. He still needs a way to shoot those Widowmines. The Force Fields aren't bad. He segments the army off. The Immortal's pretty strong, and, of course, Stalkers and Adepts have got damage, but still, down that 3rd base, down to army supply, down to worker count. Not a great way to try and follow this up as Semper roots down his 3rd base. No pun intended. And starts mining. Liberator's setting up too, and there's not enough Stalkers to deal with this. I think that is kind of the nail in the coffin here.
Yes, it is, for sure. Yeah, HuK knows it too. I'm surprised he even had this last hurrah, but he did, and it didn't work. GG!
And I see I've been called out for my Canadian knowledge. You guys in chat are correct. Toronto is not the province. That's my bad. Ontario is. I was just thinking in the macro scope of things.
So, yeah, I was actually going to call you out and be like, isn't Ontario the province? But then,
well, you didn't know what a province was for some time. So.
Province or Providence?
Right?
No, but then I was like, I think everyone would know what he meant. Clearly, I was wrong.
Yeah, clearly. We overestimated how smart people can be. All right, guys, we're going to go to a small commercial break. 2 minutes while we get into Game 2 here in the finals. We'll see you soon. All right, we're back just in time for Game 2 to start. It is perhaps a bit of the bracket curse coming into play. He's down 1 game currently, spawning the upper left side of the map. It's the orange Protoss, HuK.
in the top right, has the purple Terran. He is Root Semper.
All right, so that game started off really great for Semper. That just, with the Warp Prism denial, all got out of hand very quickly. I think that HuK's going to have to play this one a little bit safer, and while he's perhaps willing to still be aggressive, I would hope he doesn't do anything silly, because this is all of this work to fall down to the loser's bracket, wait 2 hours, then have to play it, only to lose 2-0 would be devastating.
Yeah, it feels bad, but it happens, and I'm actually positive it's happened to HuK in his 5 years, I think, of StarCraft. He was around almost from the beginning, almost. So, been a lot of tournaments, but it never feels very good. It does seem like Semper has really just got his own kind of like, good situation. Like it was a good build, a solid build. It was a solid game, and he got maybe the tiniest bit lucky on the like coincidence of all three things happening at once. But he plays a game like that again, where he's just calm and does his thing. I'm not sure HuK will ever be able to break him. It really was just Semper defending and then attacking when he should have.
I mean, one more game, and he goes to DreamHack. I guess that's the interesting thing about WCS Summer. So they've kind of eliminated the open bracket portion of it, right? For all these DreamHacks that have been going on. No.
I remember we had this conversation, and I'm
right.
pretty
And
sure
then
it's still open.
Valencia had that really big bracket. So I don't know.
It's called DH Open. It's only the major whatever they're called DreamHacks that invite the winners of the past DreamHacks that don't have
at the end of the year.
I think yes. Right. But this one does, I'm pretty sure, still have an open bracket.
Okay.
Yeah. So even if these guys don't make it through, the good news is that they are Canadian, obviously. That's why they're here. If they can afford it, or if they live close to Montreal and it's really not that bad, they could still try.
So, two things. One, I answered in chat while we got the game slowly starting up. Number one, people saying Griffin just thinks Toronto's the center of the universe. And actually, the place we stayed in Toronto was kind of the center of everything. It was amazing. I really miss that apartment, man. It was in the perfect spot.
I don't know if it was in the perfect spot.
Dude, we had the grocery store, like, right there, 24/7. There's, like, the cream place.
The grocery stores were unideal, but they were close. No, the thing I'm most frustrated with is not that the metro was not close, right? And that was nice. Is that they haven't cut through to the mall that I wanted to go to yet, right? So you had to go in a complete U on their subway, which we never wanted to do. So that was the one thing I'm just like, oh.
So, proxy down here is, I was assuming was going to be a dark shrine. There we go.
Okay. I was like, yeah, the gateway went down first, but okay, so it is going to be a dark shrine, but it might be into an adept all in. That would be the just us.
The second thing I wanted to address before the game actually kicks off here was, Rifkin, do you know the words to the national anthem? And the answer is yes. I will sing it once again on stream. Sleep Country, Canada. Why buy a mattress anywhere else?
It's like, I feel like if someone had asked me if I can sing the national anthem, or even the Pledge of Allegiance.
That adept transfer was a mistake. I think you meant to cancel that.
That was a really bad one. Yeah. I don't think I could. I think I've forgotten it.
Oh, say, can you see?
You don't even know any of the Pledge of Allegiance, though, do you?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Okay. Is that it?
Of course that's not it.
Is that all you know?
That's all I was saying. There's plenty more to that. I know more of it. I don't need to prove it to you.
Trust me. Okay. This is actually very funny. HuK has a proxy gateway and then another proxy gateway.
Well, I guess it's two different locations, right? Like, one's a lot closer. If this goes down, he's got to fall back where his other setup is. But it's, for me, really interesting to see the adept upgrades still coming out with this. So I really thought this was going to be super ham dedication with the DTs. But I guess he's going to wait for the Warp Prism to get those into the main and maybe actually use the adepts to fight in scrap around elsewhere. Turrets are coming down, so I mean, timing's kind of missed out on the front, but the back-side's still gonna have the option, and of course he's gonna see this.
Front. Oh no! Oh,
not gonna work.
That sounds so good.
It's the rune. 21 months, Nuggets. Woo! Thank you very much for that big resub.
Oh, and Fox or 16 months.
Yay!
Yay!
Literally what it said in chat. Okay, so the question is, what can the DTs really do? There's going to be a scan or two for the main. The turret obviously covers down here.
Did he attack? Did he show the DT?
I don't believe so. Oh, wait, where are those probes? Oh, Jesus. Widow Mines went off in the main. Didn't even see this coming because we're so focused on the DTs. So 11 probes die, and now HuK is really kind of forced to all in with this. He doesn't have recovery at home. He's going to try and get the Observer out, but losing 11 workers already is pretty nasty.
Yeah, and he really doesn't want to pay attention to the the fine detail of like when to pull the probe, so he just pulls them entirely.
Yeah, his average other games, like there was a third base already coming down. It wasn't going this direction, but that didn't work for him, and now bunkers are coming down, and
Semper.
Semper is just solidified in.
Yeah, he's like, I got this. The chances of an Archon being morphed in is it's so like Wings of Liberty, right? So, but it's still like they're pretty all in here. It could be what they do.
Oh, first DT gets picked.
That's
Second
annoying,
DT, there's a scan for it. There's a scan for it. He's got no way to break this. Well, he's gonna keep. He's staggering in the way the DT's coming, which is kind of cute. But the Warp Prism dies. He's got to kill the SCV building the turrets. There's another turret up to the north. There's a scan in 3 seconds.
He's gonna get it.
If he splits the DTs now, he was trying to go for the turret, so he won't quite get those splits.
Beautiful.
And the turret finishes, and that might just be game.
I think it is. HuK's course still has to try and play this out, but.
He cleaned up the main at least, but yeah.
Yeah, it's there's so many other problems here. There's really not any tech, even though Twilight Council's out, so I'm still not investing into it. The probe count is lower, which when mules are finally being used again is obviously a big problem. And actually, I don't even know if Semper has to do a Doom Drop here, but because he is and he's getting to the base so quickly, there's not even like, well, if he's given 4 minutes, because Semper's not giving him that long. His army was back home. But
I like that Semper's not giving that long either. He puts that, Liberator really nicely positioned on the ramp, so units can't really get up here. There is a DT, but the scan picks it off immediately. Goes to the Mothership Core. Of course, the pylon, a non-issue. Hallucinated Archon's kind of cute to soak some damage, but with the scan having been going, he knew it was a hallucination, and the auto attack wouldn't shoot us, so it shot the sentry. And that's, almost got the pylon. Awkward.
Yeah, that was, I actually thought that was going to be the game-ending thing, but he does have to pick up and go elsewhere. He'll eventually find the third, but, regardless of the third, he's killing probes, so it's only a transfer to the third anyway. Oh well, goes to the third now, and of course he has been macroing back up on his other side. Yeah.
15 probes in the hole. There's that awkward unload. Just took a bit of time. Liberty got cleaned up too by the looks of it. 2 gateways were depowered with this, and I guess HuK still has these gateways to warp in with, but...
Right.
So, I mean, Semper just did some very serious damage. He kicked a lot of butt, but he didn't get super ahead economically back at home. His third command center did start finally, but it's a long time till that'll be on base mining. So, another set of drops coming towards the main.
It is... Okay, he's not really, I guess he can't take full advantage of his 57 SCVs, but worst case scenario, he just lists his main command center, and I think he'd still be much better off than HuK right now at 32 probes. Third base under fire again. He'll lose the medevac here. That's pretty nice for HuK. That's a start.
Yeah, that gets him back into this. The DT's cleaning up the drop as well, so that third base's not going to go down. And that did even up the army supply pretty significantly. But the problem with this is Semper, well, he does have to kind of stop and calm down. Yeah, there we go. As I say, he still had all these other proxies around the map on his side that could have bit him in the ass if he was paying not enough attention. So... gonna just focus this down. Still doesn't know about this one, and it's not really a lot of reason to check for that one either, but he might have realized, oh wait, there was no DT shrine in the main, that must be somewhere on the map.
I think he will when he takes the time to, calm down and think about things, but it's still maybe a bit off. So he really is quite paranoid, I guess, of the comeback potential of DTs, though.
I like that this didn't end, though, because this was, frankly, looking to be abruptly Semper's game, but HuK's defense was good. He picked off those medevacs even better and didn't let Semper get away with too much. But Semper is still in a much better position. He's got upgrades, he's got workers, he's got army supply. So
that Marine. Hey, we're gonna find a treat
rally
down here.
Okay, it does find it. Oh, that's gonna be butts.
That's worth killing. Now HuK is actually trying to take advantage of this, and he's gonna push while Semper's out of position, but the size of HuK's army, I don't think he could kill a command center. I don't even think he could kill a full mineral line before Semper reacts.
You can just leave the command center floating. It's not a lot of SCVs there.
Right?
Widowmine's going to burrow 2, so the Adepts might not be able to clump up the transfer. Gets the Dark Shrine and, well, everything, frankly. Even the pylon going to go down.
Yeah, bit of production. No Observer for these Widow Mines.
Pick up the Marauders.
Oh!
Save them. Nice save.
Up the depths with those Widow Mines. Oh god, it's all looking so good for Semper. And now HuK does not have the comeback potential. He actually doesn't even have the tech potential for Blink. He did manage to squeeze out Resident Glaives, but has to wait for that Twilight Council to finish. So Semper just needs to consolidate. I don't think he needs to drop, just needs to consolidate, but he is going to drop. And he will win with a much better army supply.
Yeah, just a reminder for anyone who might just be tuning in, this is Game 2 in the best of 3 finals. There's no other games after this. There's no more losers brackets for losers brackets. Like, if Semper wins this game, it's all over.
Yes, it is. And to remind everyone, I guess, who's saying naysaying for HuK, HuK got to the finals by beating Semper before, so this is...
Yeah, this is a nice turnaround.
I don't know. It's exactly. It's a nice turnaround. Like, Semper learned, he adapted, he, maybe also felt like a little bit like warming up.
Oh, those Widow Mines, though. GG! Semper does it! With a 2-0, he's going to qualify alongside Scarlet and head on over to DreamHack Montreal.
Good deal.
Nicely done. That's going to free us, though, from our commitment to cast as well. Because we're both starving and tired. So, guys, thank you all who joined us. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for sticking with us for what was... it started at 3, 4, 5, 6 hours here. Either way, it's a lot. So thank you guys for joining us, and good times. We had the cast this morning, too, with the Alima League, that new time. We'll be back tomorrow morning with the European cast, so a lot of our favorite Europeans that we're used to seeing will be competing as well. But this does conclude everything tonight. So, Zombie, quick shout-outs before we go.
Follow me on Twitter at ZG Gaming, on Twitch at ZombieGub, and please follow my YouTube. It's also ZombieGub.
Nice. And, of course, I just put all our sponsors back down below now that we're done casting. G2A, use the promo code BASE, get games for cheap. Check out the Corsair links down below. This would actually help us a lot, guys. Make sure to click the Corsair links. They want to see traffic from us, and, of course, it's our job to send you to their site. It's their job to sell you stuff once you're there. So make sure to click the links down below. Chairs for gaming. If you happen to be in Canada, you want to buy a DX Racer, we use them. Pretty much every streamer uses them. They're comfy chairs. Promo code BaseTradeTV on the Canadian and the United States versions of the sites. We'll still save you $20 on either. Free shipping and handling. And last but not least, make sure to check out Yord Wood Watches as we save up for our next really awesome, cool, big tournaments. But I think that pretty much concludes things. So follow our YouTube channel, youtube.com/BaseTradeTV. We just had all the VODs from yesterday uploaded. Shout out to Nice Username for doing that. We'll have the VODs from today up there sooner than later, of course, as well. We've been uploading co-op content for those who enjoy co-op. We've got quite a few co-op videos now. We're up to, like, I think 10 plus. We did this week's yesterday morning or the day before, like, really bright and early. And I guess follow the channel if you're not. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. We'll end the stream with a couple minutes of ads and then find somebody awesome to host. So make sure to go to their channel, give them our love. We'll see you guys later. Good night!
Bye.